Women don't always tell truth about what gets to them. They'll laugh it off, change the subject, pretend they didn't even notice. But here's the secret. It's the quiet, almost accidental gestures that undo them. The ones you don't rehearse. The ones you don't even realize you're doing. They bypass her filters and hit her somewhere deeper. Primal, emotional, beyond logic, and she'll never admit it. Today, I'm pulling back the curtain on 9 of those subtle gestures, the ones that make women lose their composure and keep replaying that moment long after you're gone. 1. The deliberate head tilt and squint. It's such a small thing, but devastating when you do it without trying. You're listening, not just passively, but really taking her in. You tilt your head slightly, eyes narrowing just enough to signal focus. To her, it feels like a spotlight, like, for that moment, nothing else exists but what she's saying. That combination of head tilt and squint creates an intimacy that's hard to describe. She feels seen, and that's addictive. Body language experts call this active receiving. It's the opposite of scanning the room or half listening. It's slow, intentional, and it makes her lean in without even realizing it. And if you think that's subtle, the next one makes her hyper aware of you without you moving more than an inch. 2. The one-handed pocket stance. Ever notice how some guys just look settled, one hand in your pocket, shoulders relaxed, weight shifted just slightly to one side? You're not posing, you're comfortable. This stance says 2 things. It creates asymmetry, which draws the eye, and it telegraphs grounded confidence. You're not guarding yourself with crossed arms. You're not fidgeting. You're claiming your space, calmly, like you belong there. In nonverbal communication research, this is a low-effort dominance cue. It's the opposite of overcompensating, and that's exactly what makes it magnetic. She won't say it out loud, but she's noticing how at ease you are, and she's imagining what it would feel like to be at ease around you. And this next one, it's primal. It grabs her attention before she can even process why. 3. The collarbone exposure stretch. You've done this 1,000 times without thinking. You roll your neck, tilt your chin up, maybe pull at your collar or adjust your shirt when it feels tight. To you, it's just loosening up. To her, it's exposure. The neck and collarbone are primal display zones, areas of vulnerability and, evolutionarily speaking, signs of vitality. When you reveal them casually, even for a second, her body picks up on it before her brain does. It's unposed, it's raw, and that's why it works. Lewin and Brizendine in The Female Brain explains how women are wired to notice these micro moments of physical openness. And once she does, you're not just some guy in the room anymore. You're the one she can't stop glancing at. Quick pause. Because if this fascinates you, I have something you were never meant to see. It's called 25 Forbidden Signals She's Secretly Into You. These are the tiny tells women give off when they're really feeling you. The ones they'd never admit to, the ones you've probably missed 100 times. Once you know them, you can't unsee them. It's exclusive, I don't share it here. Go grab it and see how many you've been missing. 4. The palm to surface lean. There's something magnetic about a man who can claim space without saying a word. When you lean forward slightly, resting a hand flat on a bar, a wall, or a table, you create what body language experts call a frame. You're quietly establishing presence. And to her, that's electrifying. This gesture signals confidence and subtle control. You're anchoring yourself, which makes you feel grounded and unshakable. It also narrows the physical space between you and her without needing to step closer, which she'll feel before she even realizes why. It's primal, it's understated, and it works. 5. The watch, check, slow glide. Checking the time doesn't seem sexy, but the way you do it can be devastating. Instead of a rushed glance, imagine this. You roll your sleeve back slowly. Fingers slide along your wrist. You take a calm, deliberate look at your watch. To you, it's functional. To her, it's hypnotic. This kind of slowed down gesture telegraphs composure and intentionality. It tells her you're unhurried, in control, and comfortable in your own skin. and it draws her eyes to your hands and forearms, two of the most quietly attractive male features according to behavioral research. It's a small move, but when it's done slow, it creates a moment she'll notice and remember. And if that's subtle, the next one is playful, mysterious, and designed to live in her head long after you're gone. 6. The over-the-shoulder glance. You're leaving, but before you do, you glance back over your shoulder, maybe with the faintest smirk. It's playful, it's suggestive, and it's devastatingly effective. Why? Because it creates unfinished business. You've shifted her focus from what just happened to what could happen next. Psychologists call this attentional capture, a powerful way to stay on someone's mind without saying a single word. And when you pair that glance with a hint of a grin, it lingers. It's not overt, it's not rehearsed, but it makes her wonder what you're thinking and why you left her wanting more. 7. The jaw set and lip press. This one's blink and you miss it, but she never misses it. It's that moment you tighten your jaw slightly or press your lips together, usually when you're thinking, holding back a comment, or focusing on something. Why does it work? Because it reads as restrained intensity. It's tension without words, and that tension makes her wonder, what's on his mind? This little micro-expression reveals just enough emotion to spark curiosity while staying controlled. It's one of those gestures she feels before she can name it, and it sticks with her. 8. The mid-conversation lean in. You're listening, she's talking, and slowly, without fanfare, you lean in. Not a full move into her space, just a few inches, just enough for her to feel the shift. Then, just as naturally, you ease back again. This creates what behavioral researchers call push-pull tension. You give her proximity, then take it away. It's subtle, but her body notices. Luann Brizendine describes this as mirror response activation. When you move closer, she instinctively adjusts toward you. When you pull back, she feels the absence and craves that closeness again. It's not words, it's chemistry, controlled by inches. And if that builds the tension, the last one breaks all the rules and leaves her desperate for more. 9. The controlled half-smile exit. Here's your final move, and it's not for the faint of heart. You're leading, but you don't just walk away. You glance back, hold her gaze, and give her that small, knowing half-smile. Then you keep walking. It's unfinished business in its purest form. Robert Greene calls this leaving them wanting more. Psychologists call it the Zeigarnik effect, the mind fixating on an unresolved moment. You're giving her a taste and taking the rest with you. And here's the challenge. Try this next time you leave a conversation. Not a big grin, not a full turn, just that subtle half smile over your shoulder. Then walk away like you know exactly what you're doing. You'll be shocked how often she chases that moment, even if she never admits it. So, which of these gestures do you think you already do without even realizing? Drop it in the comments. I love reading your takes. And if you want to know the secret signals women give back when you pull these off, go grab the cheat sheet I mentioned, 25 forbidden signals she's secretly into you. It'll change how you read every interaction. Hit like, subscribe, and check out the next video I made for you. Until next time, pay attention, make your move, and own the moment.